Today, I'll be ranking every single tower in Tower Defense Simulator. So let's get right into it. Starting off with one of our favorite towers in the game, Ace Pilot. Ace Pilot is good for a ton of game modes. I would probably give it a solid B tier, to be honest. It doesn't have the best DPS, but it has pretty good battling and it's pretty good for most game modes like early defense, like Pizza Party. People would recommend it. Next we have Excel. Excel is an extremely good tower. I don't have it yet, but I have tried it out a couple of times, like from events and stuff. And I have played on accounts with it. So I would give it S tier for sure. It's one of the best in the game. I think it's in my opinion, I'll give it the second best because it's basically the best mid. For some game modes, it's probably the best for starter defense, and every single game mode is probably the best for endgame defense. Next, I have no idea what this tower is. I wasn't playing, I'm pretty sure when this tower came out, I wasn't playing. So I would every tower that I have not used, I would just put it in the not used tier right here. So this will go there. Devo Man, this is my first ever tower that I actually bought with coins. I'm gonna say it's a D tier. Yep, it's really trash. This is a C tier. It's mid, I guess. I would put it. I'm C or B tier, to be honest. For me, I'm gonna do C tier. Now we have this tower. I have also not used this. This, I would say A tier for sure, bro. Farm is so overpowered. You can use it for basically every game mode, except the smaller ones, with 10 or 15 waves, or you can't use it. But overall, it's best for any other game mode. Medic. Well, if you don't have this in all the classic game modes like intermediate, fallen, molten, or starter, this is not you will most likely lose if you're not that good. So basically this tower I would put it in B tier. Pyromancer. I'm gonna also do this one with B tier because I use this in a few game modes. It's actually really good. Scout. I'm gonna put this in actually a B tier because it's really good for early defending most game modes, and it's really good. It helps out me a lot, and certain game modes, not all of them. Here we have Sniper. I'm just gonna put a D tier. Sniper and Scout come together, but Scout is way better than Sniper. Sniper, it's a range unit first of all, so you need a range, which is not much in starter game modes. And then there's also and it's not that really good. So I'm gonna still put it in a D. Actually, I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. Soldier, I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's pretty much the same as Scout, but a little bit better. So I'm just gonna put it in at the front of B tier. Now we have Turret. I'm gonna put Turret in C tier because A tier because you need it to be hardcore mode, and hardcore mode is basically one of the best. I'm actually gonna put it at the front B tier. It's not really that good, but sometimes good. I have not used this tower, but all towers I haven't used, let me know how you rank them in the comments below. Golden Pyro. So, of course, Golden Pyro is better than its normal Pyro, so I'm gonna put an A tier right above normal Pyro. DJ, instant A tier. Same as its duo. These two deserve A tier because they're so helpful in every game mode. This, I'm gonna put Soldier. I'm gonna put this guy with this guy. They're basically the same thing, but this one's way more overpriced. So that's why, because of the price, I'm gonna basically say they're around the same. This, I'm gonna put this. All three of these, I feel like they're the same tower and they have no difference. This is a little bit better than, so I'm gonna put it maybe an A tier. Yeah, maybe an A tier. This guy, I've not used him, but remember, rank it, guys. This guy, I've also not used him. This guy, I'm going to put it in A tier, top of A tier. It's not better than Excel, but it's a little bit worse. So I'm gonna put it at the top of A tier. This guy I've not also used, so let me know. Alright, here are some golden towers. This guy, literally, I'm just gonna put him right here. He seems to a good fit next to the other golden. I'm gonna put him in this guy in B tier, top of B tier. He's pretty good. Mortar, I'm gonna put Mortar in A tier because it just puts a good fit. It's not deserves to be in B tier, but it doesn't also deserve to be in S tier. So I'm just gonna put in B. I mean A. Rocketeer, I do not use this tower that much. I'm just gonna put in a D tier. From a couple experiences, it was kind of trash. I've not used this guy. This guy, I'm gonna put it with the rest of these. I'm gonna actually put it at the top because it like I think it's a little bit better than them. This guy is paintballer, so I'm gonna put him in C tier. He is not that good. This guy, Pursuit. Pursuit is actually worse than Ace Pilot in my opinion, but not that worse. So I think it deserves to go next to Ace Pilot and B tier. Like, I don't see much players using Pursuit, and like Ace Pilot is mainly most strategies. Have not used this, and have not used this. So there's a whole bunch of units that you guys need to help me rank. Warden, I think this is an A tier. Like, actually, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna put it right here. And then we have Freezer. I think it's Freezer. I would put it in A tier. I actually no B tier. B tier. Cowboy. Cowboy goes in B tier, and then Golden Cowboy goes in A tier. That's what I'm gonna say. B tier, A tier. Now we have Jester. Jester, I've never used. Put him in A tier. Here, I'm also gonna put an A tier. This guy's he's actually really good for most game modes. This I've never used, so another unit you guys can rank. Minigunner. Minigunner, I think will go in S tier. Yep, guys. Yep, Minigunner definitely deserves to go in S tier. Like I know Accelerator is better, but if, like when you're coming down to cost, like defense, it's a little bit worse than Accelerator, but it's still really good. Really good. But I think I just seeing Golden Minigunner just made me realize this is actually like middle of A tier-ish. Middle of A tier. This is the S tier unit. This is way better. This is one of the best towers in the game. Here, Golden Scout, I put Scout in B tier, so it makes sense to put this in A tier because it's a little bit better. This is Crook Boss. I think Crook Boss is a pretty solid tower, so I'll put it in A tier. Trapper, I've used it once. It's not that good, but it's still decent for like intermediate game. So I'll put it here. Now I think this is like I'm not sure, but this is military base. So I'm gonna put military base in A tier because I know it deserves to be there. Then we have Brawler. Brawler is an S tier unit. I've used it once and it's actually better than Minigunner because you can move around the map. It does a lot of damage. It has good transitions from early game to late game, so I think it deserves to be here. And this tower, I would give it like a solid B tier. I don't think it's that good. So yeah, guys, that's basically my whole entire tier list. So give me like what you think is, and remember to rank these units because I do not know the name of them, and I also have never used them before.